This is an answer in response to a demand, spoken in invisible, each innuendo a dangerous syllable, dancing abuse into the roots of a violent dialect, written in the language of expectation. This is in response to disrespect and objectification. No, I don't want to be the inspiration for your love song or erotic poem. In the minds of the most ignorant men, the word muse is a mangled synonym for baby's mama or ex-wife, which over time begins to sound a lot like scorned former lover, and I am not to be mistaken for some fool-ass nigga's time waster, a baby maker's waist winder, yet another booty shaker fresh off the assembly line, ass and thighs, factory fresh for the lustful eyes of uncivilized motherfuckers, overly plucked and made up, primed to grind her way into the wet dreams of teenage boys hiding inside the bodies of grown men. Their saliva a kerosene mist, married to oxygen, hot with misogyny and pedophilia. Hands hungry for exposed breasts. Imaginations feverish, infected with fantasies of vaginas awaiting penetration. This is for victims of rape and molestation. This is a thirst for blood, broken hands, castration, execution, tongues of the verbally abusive cut out of mouths, teeth kicked in, whichever punishment seems the most suitable as pertains to the offense. This is self-defense and the protection of innocence. This is me daring a motherfucker to violate the sacred. This is promise and prophecy. A hand on me leaves permanent prints embedded in God's memory. This is for women like me, fully clothed, ears inverted, on our way to school or work, minding our business. Pardon me, but I prefer not to listen to tacky-ass pickup lines and other forms of unsolicited attention from wolves clothed in human skin. This is for daughters and sisters who can't be convinced that video vixen qualifies as an acceptable aspiration, who've got too much intellect and talent to be walking around here naked. This is rejection of the perception of the female gender as a collective of backshot technicians and gold diggers. I'm not your laundry washer or your babysitter, your black-tailed Playboy bunny pimped out in the pages of Penthouse, pole sliding, lap dancing, passenger seat riding, or gangster bitch, or porno flick starlet. I'm not your militant feminist stereotype or your late-night escape, your latest rape victim. A warm body to replace previous conquests, faces misplaced in the short-term memory of the male species. Naive, underage, willing, silly, jailbait thrill, the nearest receptacle just waiting to be filled with your drunk-ass sperm. Maniacal psychology, impertinent philosophy, negativity, and insecurity. This is a vow to protect women like me. This is a demand for respect. This is a threat to sever hands and break necks. This is a warning cleverly worded to sound like poetry. You are a poem of revolution, of love, a song of survival, a victory dance in hands outstretched, palms opened, upturned in meditation, clasped in prayer, amen and applause, blessings and bird songs transcribed onto the wings of the uncaged. Emancipated slaves cried Confederate flag stars at the conception of your freedom. You gave birth without gravity's assistance. Named your children rebellion and liberation, counted their fingers and toes, saw that they were whole, gave thanks to God, rose alongside the sun, and cleaned your gun by moonlight. Blood-type divinity, deconstructed history if it was Eurocentric. Greek mythology stole fruit from your family tree. You sever the hands of thieves and bleed libations in honor of your ancestry. You set fire to a police station and ate only bacon for breakfast 3 days straight, unwavering faith braided into the double helix of your lineage type gangster. Concealed weapon is cerebral. Levitating above people, places, and things inconsequential. You are more than a noun with the potential to be subjugated. You are 41 warning shots that ricochet off brainwaves. The sound of you is deafening, a hallelujah shout to shatter the persistent, infectious silence of uncertainty. Certainly you are the breath of God. You've got your father's traits. You are a temple with 2 windows and 1 entrance facing east. You are a holy place, built over the grave of the beast, showered in the ascending debris of Babylon's ashes, peace and hurricane winds of protest and apocalypse, fists clenched, knuckle sharp, blunt tongue, sawed off, shotgun kind of mind. You're the reason why seconds ain't first. So far ahead of your time, clock tick can't keep up with you. Futuristic nymphomaniacs can't fuck with you. Ancient nomadic mind state, supersonic type DNA manifested in landscape of your flesh. The 8th wonder of the universe gave birth to 7 for all mankind. You gotta wean civilization off your breasts, spit into their eyes so that they can see what you're talking about. Spiritually blind, don't recognize your true religion, so you punctuate everything that comes out of your mouth with a lightning bolt and bullet. You are brilliant as a moonbeam, colliding with the sun ray on the morning of the first day when the Creator summoned light. There are mazes of prisms hidden deep in the Eden of you. clarity in this nimbus. Despite brewing tempest, you got a big black pot over open flames that leap from molten lava flowing at your core, stirring with one hand, squirming baby on African continent-wide, hip talking the most shit while sipping green tea. Spike with Patron, you will calm when hell freezes. Under your feet, you are knowing belief. You got something up your sleeve, girl. God gave you a good gift. Intellect in an environment that only encourages ignorance. You chose passion when society offered you indifference, and despite how difficult it gets, or the heat from the friction of gravity's resistance, you opt to rotate at your own velocity along the orbits you invent. Change your polarity, tilt your axis to any degree which you see fit, and smile, fulfilled, fearless, confident. Mother Earth walking her talk, stepping with a hell of a switch, rocking a head wrap in mud cloth or a white sundress with no slip.